Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing, and we are doing a between seasons Caterham Cup, just for a one-off between the two seasons, just to break things up a bit. So we are in the Caterhams, and let's take you through the grid for this first race at Hockenheim National. We're doing 4 different tracks, and so 4 different races in the same car. So it would have been Bradders on pole position, but unfortunately he's just disconnected, so that's why there's an empty spot. So NRP takes pole position, and we are running in the same colours as our teammates for the next season, so watch out for that. So NRP on pole position, Bidzster is alongside him, then it's Neil Farmack in 3rd position, Pash in 4th, then it is Video 5th, Blakeney 6th, Stevie 7th, and VMX Rider in 8th position here. So here we go, ready for the start of the race here then at Hockenheim. These cars should be really fun to handle, and we are away. They should be quite lively as well. Down towards the first corner, NRP takes a good line for the first corner. We've got Video on the inside there of Pash. Oh, the contact already. Video's off, and oh, he's come back across and hit Blakeney and Stevie as well, and backwards, and then VMX has nowhere to go, and tumble, roll, 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 and it's already kicking off. It's like watching a Clio race. It's insane, but NRP's in the lead from Bidzster. Then it's Neil, Pash, Stevie, and then at the back we've got everyone else trying to recover from all that mayhem, which we'll get a replay of after the first lap. But NRP is leading the way then. It's the national circuit at Hockenheim, so we don't do all the so-called curve straight. But there we are, we do a little hairpin, a little double apex hairpin, and go into the stadium section. Bidzster challenging NRP already round the outside. Can't quite do it round the outside, and he gets a bad run. I think Neil Farmack's going to try and get past him now if he can, but he can't do it. So Bidzster folds into 2nd place then. So it's NRP, Bidzster, Neil, and then Bidzster goes to the outside of NRP. NRP defends, and he's going wide. Bidzster slides the car, gets the power on, and he's going to pass him even before the corner, I think. There he goes, front end dips down, and Bidzster goes through. Bidzster loves these Caterhams, so we'll see how good he can do in these. So through he goes, sliding his way through. There's Neil behind NRP into the last section of track. Through the last section, there's the drag strip on the right hand side of the picture there, and onto the start finish straight. Neil Farmack runs a bit wide there. It's Bidzster in the lead from NRP, from Neil. Quick replay on the first corner. Okay, here's the replay of the start on board with VMX Rider. So going down to the first corner, watch Video, the blue car on the right hand side. He goes into the corner, too fast, too deep, contact with Pash. Then as he comes back on, he's on the power on the curb, hits Blakeney, hits Stevie, and then goes backwards as he tries to recover, and then we hit him. He barrel rolls and it all kicks off, but it wasn't really anyone's fault. Video just understeered a little bit. Pash was in the wrong place, and Video just put the power on too much on the curb and then caused chaos. As you come back from that, there's Neil. He's got Stevie behind him now. Stevie trying to pile on the pressure onto Neil Farmack, and where's he gone? Where's he gone? He's gone off. Just as I said that, he's gone off picture. He's gone off, and he's definitely gone off. He's oversteered and hit the wall, so not good for Stevie. You can see there's slight bit of damage at the front of his car, but he's all good. So he's got back going, but not good for him, as we've got NRP now with Pash behind him. Lights ablaze from Pash. He's Bidzster's teammate for the new season, so the new guy Pash. And he's NRP goes straight on, and oh look, there's a handy little tyre wall there to stop him with a concrete block behind him, so he's not really going to shift that in a Caterham, but gets back going, and Stevie goes through into 4th place. So these Caterhams catching people out very early on in this race. There's Blakeney in 6th, VMX is back in 7th, and we've got Video back here as well, and obviously it still says Bradders in 9th, but Bradders is actually disconnected, so if you go to Bradders now, it's just a load of sky. So there we are, Bidzster in the lead of the race. Neil 2nd, Pash is 3rd because of the demise of Stevie and NRP, so Pash moves up, so looking good for that team. Also, we've got their team names in already for next season, so it's going to be Pash and Bidzster. They are going to be known as Team Donington because they are both BMMC, that's British Motorsport Marshal Club Marshals at Donington Park, so they're running under the name Team Donington, so which is going to be good. And then we've got NRP. There's NRP there, and I think I recall that he is with Blakeney, there he is. He's with Blakeney, NRP and Blakeney, and they are running as Team Silverstone. So because NRP works at Silverstone, and Blakeney, Blakeney likes Silverstone, so they've gone for that name as Blakeney goes off onto the curb there and almost loses control. But Pash then still challenging Neil Farmax, still lights ablaze on the front of that Caterham into the double apex. Plenty of lock there from Pash, getting the car turned in. It does understeer initially, this Caterham, and it does oversteer once you start getting the power on. Beautiful kind of handle. Bidzster's just there. I think Bidzster's just made a tiny mistake there, but I think he's okay. He's just holding on to the position there. There he is. So he's got a good second or so on the position. As Neil goes through. In second, Pash still behind him, still pressuring hard. And into the stadium section, into the banked corner, the corner where Vettel lost it a couple of years ago in the Ferrari and really ruined his race. So, plenty of action has happened in the past in that section as we go through there. Pash having a tiny look to the inside, but just Neil's line making it look like he missed his apex. But Pash goes to the inside, goes back, putting the pressure on. Good racing there. Goes wide though. I think he was just trying to do a bit too much there. Goes wide, and he's very, very lucky with that curb, because that curb can really catch you out there on the edge. Here at Hockenheim, that first corner is a very, very hard corner. And Bidzster's not getting away from these boys here. He's, Neil and Pash are staying with him. So Bidzster's not really making any inroads into a gap. So Bidzster's not really being able to pull away here. But into the right-hander, the double apex at the end of the lap. Bidzster through there nicely, gets on the power and slides his way out there. Very aggressive driving style from Bidzster, and looks like it's paid off there. Beautiful line through there, and then we've got Neil and Pash behind again. Beautiful lines, very smooth driving indeed there from Neil and Pash. The gap still about the same. We've got VMX now in front of Blakeney, so VMX and Blakeney are having a battle as VMX goes wide there. Blakeney goes through. He's going to try and go through around the outside as VMX defends into the corner, and Blakeney goes really, really wide. He almost goes towards the grandstand more rather than into the corner. So trying to get a good seat as VMX gets a bit of a tang slapper out the corner, and Blakeney's gone through there. Will Video be able to follow suit, because VMX is on a very defensive line now? Will Video be able to do a cutback or anything? I don't think he is. No, he's not. As we go into the hairpin, the left bank hairpin. Round the corner we go, and nicely held there by VMX. Video still behind him, so one mistake could make the difference. Back to the front, which Bidzster from Neil from Pash still. So Neil and Pash staying with Bidzster here. Bidzster not really making any gap. As we look back to VMX and Video, still very close as we go across the line. Less than a half second in it. Into the first corner. To the front end of the car, pitch down. Under braking, again very risky with the curbs there for VMX, but he gets away with it. The Aussie driver doing a cracking job, it has to be said. Absolutely cracking job. Only one of his, I think it's his third meeting with us, third round with us. So yep, doing very well. As Video gets a good run here, he's going to try and go to the inside. No, he just the deception of the camera angle, and VMX still holds on to his position. Just got to watch his braking zone here. And nicely holds on to 7th place. So VMX doing a very good job of holding Video back here. Video though gets a good run, goes for the inside, doesn't go for it. As they go into the corner, Video takes a better line. VMX runs a bit wide. The battle of the V's, Video and VMX. Meanwhile at the front, Bidzster's lost the lead. Bidzster's lost the lead from Neil, but Neil is ahead and Bidzster's behind him. Lights on now from Bidzster. Bidzster's turned to set the lights ablaze. Into the first corner, nicely through the first corner. He's going to try and get a good run and get back on the inside here. Let's have a look. Down towards the turn 2, the right-hander. Plenty of room to do an overtake here, and he's done it. He's back in the lead of the race. Neil trying to go back to the inside. Is he? He's trying to. Bidzster gives him plenty of space. Pash has lost it in the background. Pash has gone round. There he goes. He's gone round. He's just a bit a tang slapper and caught the grass. And round he goes. but Bidzster gets the lead back. But we'll just get a replay on how Bidzster lost the lead in the first place. Okay, here's the replay of how Bidzster lost the lead then. So he gets massively twitchy out of that corner there, and then into the stadium. He goes up on the sausage curb, 2 wheels, completely up on 2 wheels, and then Neil Farmack goes through, and Pash tries to follow, but Neil just about gets through, and then the fight back begins. Just another quick angle of Bidzster going on 2 wheels here. Look at that! Bidzster right up on 2 wheels, almost practically a motorbike for a minute. So as we come back from that, we're looking at Video and VMX, who are still battling, and Blakeney's gone behind them now, so Blakeney's made a mistake. VMX and Video move up, but still VMX from Video. And having a nice little tussle between the two of them, they are there, as Bidzster and Neil go into the stadium. So Bidzster hopefully not making any more mistakes now, drifting the car through the corner. Neil, a lot of curb in the background, and that's what happens. When you take a lot of curb, you take 4 marker boards out, and then you eventually recover and you take some kind of shortcut. But Neil Farmack wrecking the place, and Pash not left with any braking markers, but luckily gets away with his braking point. There's Stevie with 1 light on, so clearly been in the wars. Obviously that's from when he hit the wall earlier. And then we've got VMX and Video still together. VMX and Video having a really good battle here for 6th place. Oh, VMX runs very wide there though. This could be Video's opportunity in towards the hairpin. He's going to go for the inside, or he's going to stick behind. No, he's going to stick behind him. He's not bothering to go for it yet. So Video taking his time and analysing the situation. Not like he did at Silverstone a few weeks back, but you know, hey ho, clean slate. But Bidzster now 4 seconds ahead of Neil Farmack, so Bidzster pulling out a gap over Neil Farmack. So Neil Farmack must have had a little mistake on that. On the last few corners, that last lap. It's still Pash in 3rd. He's held on to 3rd despite the spin, and Stevie is only 4 seconds behind him, so a bit more spread out at the front now. But the main battle is VMX and Video on track here. VMX the Aussie, Video the American. 2 different sides of the world battling against each other here. Two different continents. And one person has only just woke up, and one person is more or less at the end of the day. So definite big time difference between the two as we go down to the double apex right-hander at the end of the straight. VMX taking a tighter line there, a very good defensive line there actually, and he didn't compromise his speed either. So VMX is learning and is definitely getting there. But Video goes around the outside and tries to get a good run. VMX sees it coming. No, you don't. Defends his line, and Video has left nowhere to go but to the outside, so quite fair there by VMX, bit aggressive but fair as we go. Well, it looked more aggressive from the camera angle, probably wasn't actual driving wise, but Video gets a good run. Now he goes for the inside, but he's on the gravel and the grass, so he just got too carried away there, and Blakeney's followed him in the background. Blakeney don't follow Video, he's lost too, but Video you could see the attempt he was trying to make there, trying to carry the corner speed through the corner, and well, now he's knocking cones flying, so he's definitely lost his rhythm. Got to gain his rhythm back, and he's only got 3 laps to do it after this, so across the line now, 3 laps to go. And he's got not got long to do it as we go down towards the first corner. VMX not bothering to defend because he's got a good line into the corner anyway, and it's going to be a gutsy performance to pass there, but Video gets a good run out the corner as VMX goes a bit wide onto the curb, has to lift off, and Video goes smoothly through into 6th place. And we'll see if VMX can stay with Video, if Video can get some pace down. So we'll see what he can do here. There's Blakeney, there he is in the background, lights ablaze still. Let's look back to the front then. So we've got Bidzster in the lead of the race by 4 seconds from Neil Farmack, sliding his way through the stadium section. There he goes, through the stadium, and in towards the last corner we go. Down a gear, into the apex. Ooh, a little bit of understeer there for Bidzster, but no harm, no foul as he goes through the apex and nicely and cleanly through. Here's Neil Farmack. Again, clean apex and a very clean exit to the corner as well. Here's Pash, again the same understeer that Bidzster got, and very good line out of the last corner also. But VMX and Video. Oh, Video's off onto the gravel, Video's off onto the grass. VMX is going to go around the outside and he's through. VMX is through, and Video just pushing too hard there. Probably, I would imagine he had a twitch of oversteer or just plain understeer and went straight off onto the grass. And there's no point trying to put the power on the grass or the gravel because you're just going to spin the rear wheels up and end up doing donuts. It might look good for the crowd, but it's not good for your position, and it's not good for where you rejoin on the track either, because you'll probably make a mess when you rejoin onto the track. So video goes down the straight, following VMX. VMX into the first corner first. I don't think he ran as wide that time. No, he got away with it. He didn't run as wide that time. Blakeney trying with all his might in the background to try and catch up as well. So good scenes here from these lot. As VMX goes into the corner. NRP's just a bit further up the road. He's on his own in 5th place. Stevie's on his own in 4th. Pash is more or less on his own in 3rd. And then we've got Neil and Bidzster separated by 3.6 seconds. Neil putting a faster, well, trying to go a bit faster than Bidzster. But Bidzster must have made a tiny error on this track, on this lap. As we go through the last corner. Sliding his way through there. Bidzster getting on the power. Nicely done. And also Neil there as well. As we look back, VMX and Video still close together. VMX has to turn into the corner, brake again, and Video loses the back of the car. Video loses the back of the car, and I'm not sure if that was in reaction to the braking from VMX there, but weird of VMX to stamp on the brakes hard round the corner, but there was a bit of a gap, but not too much. So we'll get a little replay on that for you. Okay, here's a replay of the Video and VMX incident on board with Video. So we're going into the corner on board with Video. VMX goes a bit wide there, and we go into the next corner. VMX brakes on the apex to lose it, but then Video actually loses it completely himself. It was just the camera angle that we saw it on, but Video just loses it himself and goes back down to 8th. So as we come back from that then, that means Video's down to 8th place, Blakeney's up to 7th, and VMX stays in 6th. As at the front, Bidzster a 1:31.4 last time round, and Neil a 1:30.9. Neil half a second faster that lap. And we are on the last lap of the race now, so Bidzster's just got to hold on for this last half a lap, and he's twitching. He's still pushing hard onto the curbs. He's still pushing quite hard here. So obviously he feels like he needs to gain a bit more of a gap. So he feels he might be vulnerable somewhere, so we'll see. But Bidzster powering round on into the stadium section, and Neil Farmack following suit. Further back we've got VMX and Blakeney, and then there's still a bit more spread, so a bit more spread throughout the field now, but still being a cracking race in these Caterhams. Always provide excitement in the Caterhams. So first proper race we've done in them, but Caterham racing in general always provides entertainment. Whenever I'm at Donington and doing my marshalling, it is really competitive stuff and really good racing. As we go round the last corner, Bidzster comes out the last corner and flashes lights. Bidzster wins the first Caterham race of 4 at Hockenheim. Well done to Bidzster. Neil in 2nd place will be happy with that. Pash will be quite pleased with the 3rd place as he comes to the line now. Pash crossed the line in 3rd place. Good podium position for him in the Caterhams. Stevie's going to come across the line in 4th. There he goes across the line with the 1 headlight. So needs an MOT before that gets on the road again. But Stevie goes in 4th. NRP is going to be in 6th place. There he is, NRP coming across the line in 6th. Well done to NRP. VMX rider is going to be in 6th place. A very good position for our resident Aussie. And across the line we go for a spectacular 6th place. Get a Foster's, you deserve one. Oh, Blakeney's lost it out of the last corner. Blakeney's lost it out of the last corner. And Video takes 7th place with the gift of the century. And Blakeney, he's going to have to stop it there because the replay, but Blakeney goes back down to 8th. He spins on the last corner. Incredible. So we'll just get those results confirmed for you now, guys. Okay, guys, after that race then, it is Bidzster that takes victory in that race. Then it is Neil Farmack in 2nd. 3rd is Pash. Stevie's 4th, with NRP in 5th. VMX in 6th. 7th is Video. And 8th is Blakeney. So as we come back from that, your winner is Bidzster there in the orange Caterham there. Well done to Bidzster, he wins the first race. So we will see you guys next time for race 2 in these cars, which will be at Alton Park International Circuit. So back to Britain, and we'll see you then, guys. Take care.